Anasetieko wach kago ka en gima lit ni iloya Nyasaye nomiwa jedung'o kech kendo Nyasaye yie to nokete kwe makende dalane
mondo bio at this gathering nikech bigibe maging'e mamalo kucho
yawago umamla PDP.
There is no struggle that will come easy, and let me tell you, without struggle you will not enjoy the fruits of struggle. So struggle nyaka bi matek. Jok moko ang'wen kata beach mane kotka mane Uhuru owacho ni obro revisit wach kotka eman kode gaginga emodino ne BBI to wadhi yawo kose ok wadhi yawo nikech jopiny man gombulu to jopiny manyalo kadho gima kamano.
Dongo winjore BBI nyogo piny BBI onge king'ato bikotu ka a to seluokwa gi sabun gi omo nyaka gi jik omowa watuo koni oluokwa gi gik moko adi. Koro in kapod ichung' ka ni ikone jopiny ni BBI nitie pod udhi rekebisha ang'o? To kot nyoyal gi judges abich ma bende achiel kuomgi Mwita Chacha en judge ma Akuria ka en nyathiwa kendo wamor kabisa nikech nyogolo judgment maber. Judge machielo ma jaluo iluongo ni Justice Odonga joka nyoyalo adieri kabisa nikech BBI nyocha en gima rach michuno go ji makata mana chife mane dierwa ka biro pimo nu yo manyocha gikawo go signature ji adieri kama no sign signature mar BBI. Ibiro yudo ni ji mathin nyochi koto ji iketi ni sign moko gijaso gi lwetgi to gitero kocha to gichuno county assembly wagi ikone MCS nyo pasuru gini wadhi miyo loan pesa mar mitoka. Koro gicha gimarach na konu ni Nyasaye osekonyowa olwendo donje waya koro rege otimore nade ochung' joma nyocha dhi neno ber BBI ok wan nyocha dhi biro gi chike maricho. Omiyo an adwa pako kendo go erokamano ne yawuot Kenya kaachiel gi nyi Kenya manyo bedo mowacho ni BBI rach. Koro jogo mapod nigi paro mar dhi appeal kata Supreme Court, un jo fitina, un mudwa ketho kwe, un mudwa ketho demokrasia mathurwa ka. Awacho koso kawacho? Koro ng'amo neno ni biro maka ka gweno bio maka mago tu yang'iyo go.
The ruling did not come so much as a surprise. All along, and media, you have our recording. All along, we have raised issues about BBI. We have all along known that there's a problem, there's something wrong with this BBI, and we kept on raising it. And every time we would raise it, we would be told that, no, go and form a camp called no, and then ask to form a camp called yes, let's contest. But all along we have been saying, let's discuss this thing. Yes, the points that the judges raised are quite fundamental. And in my view, it is quite obvious that when the handshake happened, the Prime Minister was very clear that BBI is about two people. He told us that many times. And anybody who tried to get involved, they would be told, no. This thing is about two people who took an oath. He said this many times. And in Luo, it is said, mocha momoma. He kept on saying that all the time. So when they came up with a 9-point agenda, clearly anybody will tell you that it was them who came up with those 9 points. So the judges are not wrong. It is an initiative that was spearheaded by two very strong people. So if the law finds them that they are too strong to be called popular initiative, if the law finds them that they are too strong to have been the originators, then why would we fault the judgment? Because if the president wants to initiate an initiative, he has the instruments. He can do it through government, through ministry, the departments, and it can come to the parliament, and parliament can do it. It can be a parliamentary initiative. If he wanted it to come through as a popular initiative, then he could have still used some, people down there to do that, and then he backs it up. But of course, when it came from him and the Prime Minister, clearly, it all the time felt like it is being forced down to the people. And even when anybody who questioned it, every time we brought that issue up, it was seen as if you just are on tanga or you are profiled to be this or that. So for me, I know even if we were to go each and every judgment that was given without impugning anything on anyone, the truth of the matter is that this whole thing was conceived by two people, and they had a specific outcome that was desirous for them. So if already they had a specific outcome that was desirous for them, no wonder when all other invited people who came to this BBI conversation, for example, the Kuria community, we had our own issues, because when finally it was opened to the public, and then we were told, now go and speak within this. We said, now within whatever it is, the 9 points, we have issues around there. But we zeroed in on those that we felt were issues that affected minority communities. Now, when eventually we got an opportunity to present our views and our ask, it was totally ignored. We were treated as if we are not the ones, we are irrelevant in the whole process. So as a person speaking on behalf of minority communities, I think it is God working through the courts, because where else would a minority have reached the high and mighty of this country to get a hearing? The small space they accorded us, they just gave us a hearing but ignored anything we said. We were very specific in what we wanted. And many people who were specific on solving the problems of this country were ignored. So, for me, I don't fault the judiciary. If anything, I say it is God working through the judiciary. We have communities in this country that are called others whose voice is never heard. And even when an initiative like what was being called in quotes popular initiative is brought by the strong people, it is again to further oppress the minority communities. When constituencies were being given the 70, which we all along questioned, where did they even spring from? They were not even in the 9-point agenda. They just sprang from somewhere. And when they came forth, suddenly, minorities again are not considered. It goes again to please the majority. So I keep on repeating, it is God protecting minority communities in this country, because there has been a lot of pressure to suppress the voice of the minority. And if the judges were able to at least speak for us, that is good. Because we would have had a chance if the law was followed to create the 70 constituencies, for example. Kuria would have had a chance, because we have the numbers to have at least a constituency. We still have the numbers to have a county, as we have always been advocating. So as far as we are concerned, the judgment is proper. We are not celebrating. We are just saying it is about time. It is about time that those the pushers, those who have been pushing this thing down the throats of Kenyans, also listen to another higher being